Today our focus is on Karnataka. You know what they say, a divided house is always an opportunity for opposition to lay claim. Remember the British divide and rule? The minute two fiefdoms in India fought, in came the colonial masters and decided to capture the throne. And this aptly describes what is going on in Karnataka, where the two biggies, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Deputy Chief Minister DKS do not seem to be agreeing on many issues. The latest is appointments to state-run boards and corporations. Yet again, it is being said that the two men are at loggerheads. You know what the question is? Who should fill these posts? There are around 80 odd boards and corporations to which the government can accommodate approximately 300 party functionaries. Generally what happens, MLAs who are left out of any cabinet berths are given a position in boards and corporations as, let's say, appeasement, to make them happy so that they don't kind of go out and start a mini revolution. These appointments are usually a means of, like I said, placating disgruntled MLAs who miss out on plum positions in the cabinet. Initially, the Karnataka Congress had decided, of course, to allot such posts in a ratio of 30-70, that is between MLAs and party functionaries. It is being said that while the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah wants MLAs to fill these posts, DK Shivakumar is rooting for maximum party workers to get these posts. Not only are these appointments delayed, but due to a lack of consensus between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar on who should fill these posts, the party strategy, that's what the experts are saying, the party strategy for the general elections in 2024 seems to be weathering a serious storm. Now, Siddaramaiah is a seasoned politician and keeps his wits about himself. He is not somebody who's given to mercurial tempers, as it were. But look what is happening. In a recent development, Food and Civil Supplies Minister K.H. Muniyappa suggested that senior ministers make way for fresh faces after 30 months. He said, and I am reading this out, the party high command will take a decision on appointing the CM and Deputy CM. It will be good if ministers, except for those who have entered the cabinet for the first time, pave the way for others and set an example. This will help others get an opportunity to. Have you ever heard of this? You think a politician who gets the chair will vacate it happily? But then this is modern politics. Muniyappa also suggested that District Congress Committee President should also be considered for nominations to boards and corporations. You know what others are saying? This is what DKS also wants. So, you see there are camps. The primary message, like I said, in all this is about the question of also rotational chief minister. A cry perhaps for DK Shivakumar to take over. It's such a pity after such a fabulous victory. That's what the entire nation was saying. Thanks to Congress's victory in Karnataka, it is now the south of India, that is our region, has become BJP Mukt. Then it's a real pity that the Karnataka government is struggling to present a united house despite all the lovely acting that they are putting forth. Do you think Mallikarjun Kharge will have to step in to broker peace between the two? Let's debate. Namaskara to all of you. The first question which comes to my mind and which I want to ask Dr. Itnal first, and then I'll go to Bhaskar. Mr. Gowda, I'll also come to you. But Dr. Itnal, you can't have continuous problems between two main people. It's like the CEO and the MD are constantly fighting, because in a setup, then the message trickles down. This Siddaramaiah and DKS constantly kind of they speak in different voices, which is also good for a democratic setup. But the message that it is sending down, it is almost like DKS is a thorn in Siddaramaiah's flesh. Do you think the basic problem is their styles, Dr. Itnal? Somewhere their styles do not come together.
No, it is not just about the individuals, two individuals called DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah. It is also about their followers. Why DK Shivakumar is a leader the way he is? Why Siddaramaiah is a leader the way he is? Because he has certain following. He has to cultivate, he has to culture, he has to listen to his followers also. But each of the group, Siddaramaiah's followers want share in the governance because Siddaramaiah chief minister. Shivkumar's followers want a share in the government because Shivkumar is deputy CM and he is also the president of KPCC. So, such being the case, it is not only right now because of this boards and corporations appointments. Right now, it is not just a competing aspiration between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar. It is also competing aspirations between the followers of Siddaramaiah and followers of DK Shivkumar. And followers of DK Shivkumar want to make it very clear that DK Shivkumar is slated to be the next Chief Minister of Karnataka, whereas Siddaramaiah's followers want to underplay that. And it becomes as much difficult for the party command to balance this because what has happened within four walls before the swearing in of Mr. Siddaramaiah is only between Siddaramaiah, DK Shivkumar and the party command. That is Mallikarjun Kharge and Gandhi family. But what should be given to people's understanding? What optics should be played? That optics has to be homogeneous. That optics should not be having any chink in the armor. That much of understanding both leaders must have, but they do not have because of the pressures of the followers.
Right. Bhaskar, you know what Dr. Itnal said. By the way, Nizam Faujdar has also joined us. Hi Nizam, I'll come to you in a bit. Thank you for joining me on the show. But thank you so much, Nizam. Good to see you. Bhaskar, tell me the question that I asked Dr. Itnal, if I can throw that at you, because you see, these days, and I think for the past, since 2014, perception is greater than reality. That is how governments function, you know. Gone are the days when we would stand in the corridors of party office knowing full well two leaders were fighting and maybe get a story. Now they all believe in social media, in PR machinery which is working on an overdrive, that everything is fine between us. You know, it's like husband and wife speaking. I mean, that's most unnatural in most cases, at least in my case. So, Bhaskar, tell me something. Is it the difference of styles which is actually impacting? I mean, every day you hear something or the other, the boards and the corporations being the latest, Bhaskar Hegde.
Sudha, I agree with you, and I agree with Basaraj also, partly. It's actually the pressure from the supporters which is making the leaders to behave the way they are behaving, number one. Number two, the difference is not only in accommodating the workers and the supporters, it is, I think it is spilling out in policy matters also. You can see in, because DK Shivkumar was the first to say that we may not be possible to release money for development works.
Yes.
I think a couple of days later, realizing the damage that has been done, Chief Minister said very curtly that no, we will not stop. All the developmental works will continue. We will manage and we will release money because he is the finance minister. So what I actually trying to say was the difference is not only to accommodate their supporters in various boards and corporations, it's in spilling out in policy matters also. And yesterday or day before, they sent a list of 3 candidates for approval to governor for nomination to legislative council. What I heard was even there are some differences between chief minister and deputy chief minister who are accommodating whom. See, finally what happens both in BJP as well as in Congress, and of course JDS not no different from this, those who are very close to leaders will be accommodated, and those who are far away but they are really worked hard for the party, they will be neglected. That's what happens, I think, even in the MLC list which has gone to Governor Raj Bhavan for approval. That's the same thing happened. I think probably in the case of boards and corporations, that may happen.
All right. Nizam, I want to ask you, we are trying to understand, you know, who should form part of these boards and corporations, you know, whether it should be MLAs or, you know, who perhaps the cabinet could not accommodate, and it's a practical logistical problem, as it were. But it seems that the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister do not have a consensus on the topic, because Shivakumar apparently wants more party workers, and I see his point, because you are hurtling towards 2024, you need to kind of have those many hands and boots on the ground. So, you know, the thing is that not only has this been delayed, of course, in the recent past we have seen disgruntlement, but you know the message it is sending out, almost every week we hear how the top boss and boss number 2 or whatever one wants to take it are constantly fighting, Nizam Faujdar.
No, Sudha, I disagree with that statement that we have a fight within the party. Before the elections, almost for 2 years, there were rumors, there were news reports, there were, constant rumbling in the media saying that, DK Shivkumar and CM Siddaramaiah ji were in loggerheads. They are fighting against each other. They're losing a winning battle. We will not win the election because of these two people are fighting. But the way the results have shown that the entire team stood together, and there was no difference. Even now, even today, even the moment that I'm speaking, there is no difference. See, do you want Congress party to become like BJP, where one man sits at the top and dictate terms and everything happens the way he wants, the whims and fancies of 2 or 3 people at the top? But Congress party is a consultative party. Congress party is a democratic party. Congress party creates a lot of consensus among the workers, leaders, and the top-notch people. So there will be a certain amount of dialogue that will happen. But let me assure you, the people of Karnataka know, and they have a belief and the trust that there is no fight, there is no differences between the top 2 leaders. Yes, there will be a certain formula where certain leaders will get the position among the boards and corporations, and the party functionaries will get. And I think that has been the formula, that has been a tradition.
But why the delay, Nizam? Why the delay? Look at it. No, you were, I also want to remind you, Nizam Faujdar, that you were on my show about the contractors when Mr. Kempanna was also, you had said we are resolving it. But look at now, Siddaramaiah is very clear that he will not follow the 31st August deadline. You see, the thing is that is what I am saying. You can speak in folk, like you said, if you and I agree on everything, it is so boring. We don't want to be like that. Let's have a good discussion. But the point is, on matters like this, which is involving MLAs and party workers who've given their blood and sweat, then the appointments, it impacts them. There seems to be total confusion there.
No. I think this is a super emergency created in the ecosystem. The BJP in the last 3 months, since the election which were announced, elected, and then the results and the government formation, it's almost 3 months now. They have not been able to nominate one leader of opposition. Where is the urgency with the BJP? No. But the BJP would want to make a comment that we are divided, we are not doing work, we are not trying to be efficient, we are not effective in terms of governance. But the past history of the BJP and the ecosystem that they are creating, that, why not the Congress leaders or the workers not getting
Nizam, I am not the BJP. No, I am asking you.
No.
I mean,
Sudhaji, let me complete.
A, B, B, A, I am talking about you have got a fabulous victory.
You have been debating with me for nearly 4 or 5 years now, and I mean what I say, and that I don't try to beat around the bush. There is a consultative process that is going on within the party, and that process will be completed. In the due course of time, people will be nominated into the boards and the corporations, and there is no panic. We don't have to be really in urgency. We want to take the process in a more consultative, more consensual way. We will do it. I think the promises that we have done to the people of Karnataka, the responsibility on our shoulders is really big. We will function in a way that will benefit the people of Karnataka.
All right, Nizam. Now let me go to Mr. Gowda. Thank you for your patience, Mr. Gowda. You've been waiting. Mr. Gowda, the references where DKS said oh, a conspiracy is being hatched in Singapore. I am only talking about the difference, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this is just perception, because we have done lot of my colleagues in TV9 Kannada and also my other colleagues in print. There is a perception, and senior guest today, my colleague Bhaskar Hegde and also Dr. Itnal have said the styles are different, there are different camps, followers. And you know, that's why we are trying to understand where is this all coming from. Mr. Gowda, DK Shivakumar a few weeks ago spoke about how conspiracy is being hatched in Singapore. He says, I know who they are. They want to topple the government. Where is this coming from? And the same thing, Siddaramaiah said, don't ask me, ask him. He said this, you know, in one of the Kannada channels, he said, don't ask me, ask him. So what is this paranoia? What is this nervousness on the part of DKS, Mr. Gowda? Where is it coming from?
Madam, whether Chief Minister or Deputy Chief Minister, they are having intelligence with them. With them, they have got very good intelligence team with them. Of course, our Kumar Swamiji traveled to Singapore, Europe, and Cambodia. He went to Europe along with all family members. And in Singapore, especially he went to Singapore for the, he has twice he went surgery. Everybody knows in Karnataka or in all India level, everybody knows. But at the age of 47 itself, he went into a major heart surgery. Every 10 years, he need to get operated. And regular, because now third interval has come. Now he need to be very careful.
Fine, I hope he gets well. But why was DK Shivakumar so nervous, sir?
I do not know. We have to ask him only. There is no we are the last people to think about toppling of the government. We are not here to topple the government. If now the people have given them a mandate to give the best administration in the state of Karnataka, they have to give it. Rather now, even today, CM is meeting all MLAs and disgruntled MLAs, and there is in the inside Congress itself, they have collected the signature that we are not happy. About 30 to 40 MLAs, they themselves are signed, and it is happening within the Congress. See, we are opposition people. That too, our JDS with only 19 MLAs. Do you anybody believe that we are going to topple the government?